From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Logan Verrett, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home. Really struggled all season long.
Josh Harrison heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 5.
First pitch of the night is over for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:10 p.m. These Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
After the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday, so they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Under it, Lagares, and there's one away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Boy, this team is so tough to pitch to. They have the fewest strikeouts in the league. So if they continue to be aggressive at the plate, drive the ball into the gaps, and try to hang a crooked number up on this team early.
Striding into the box, Gregory Polanco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Game time temperature tonight, 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Andrew McCutchen will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Yoenis Cespedes in this one. Known for his great arm, we've seen him make a number of tremendous throws over the course of his career.
Starling Marte will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. It's a solo shot for Starling Marte. Number 10 for him on the year. And that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Well, guys, this was never a question of distance. This ball is absolutely launched. But we didn't know if it was going to be fair or foul, and you're going to see it. Once this thing hits off the foul pole, it erases any questions you may have had, and that's a home run.
Joe Mauer will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Pittsburgh leads this one 2-0. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
David Wright comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, third baseman, David Wright.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Liriano into his motion. Here it is on 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matt, I really like the way Neil Walker is playing right now. He's been working on a 5-game hit streak, and I expect him to be aggressive at the plate as he looks to extend it to 6.
Neil Walker gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scout.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Jung Ho Gong will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Into the windup and the pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Change up low, 2-0.
Here we go again. He's fallen behind already here to start the second. I guess he didn't learn his lesson.
Here he comes on 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Over for a look here is Cespedes, but he won't have a play. It's a foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. On deck, there you see David Freese. He'll be next. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Johnson on the move makes the play, one away.
And this is what he's got to do out there. Just focus on the task ahead. It'd be easy to go into a shell after giving up those 2 home runs in the first inning, but he knows they're counting on him to give him a few more innings, so he'll need to respond.
David Freese will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Suzuki corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Freeze is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Grounded down the third baseline. On the backhand, he knocks it down. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Lucas Duda will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have him in my lineup every day. He's had 8 RBIs over his last 10 games. Yesterday was just a little bit of an off day for him.
Liriano has his target. Here's the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double, as he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. No one out with a runner at second. Line to the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Well, 2 hard-hit balls here to start the inning, and this ball was hit even harder than the double was. But unlike his teammate, he's going to end up in the dugout with nothing to show for it.
Settling in now as Drupal Cabrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Oh, and that's a dangerous pitch right there. But in the end, it worked out well for him. I don't think he was looking breaking ball, and that turned out to be a beauty.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hot shot to third, fielded by Freeze. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Juan Lagares stands in for the first time. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Hit hard to short. And that's through, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages. taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
So striding in, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. And he falls behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Francisco Liriano set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Set to deal on a 1-2 strike. And another foul ball. 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
And you think you're all set up for an easy out. You've got the pitcher leading off the inning. 2 strikes on it. But the one thing you always have to remember, any guy with a bat in his hands can be dangerous. And sure enough, this is a leadoff single.
Josh Harrison will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Here comes the first pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Well, that's pretty good technique right there, and sometimes we just don't see that often enough. Nice and soft, just like he's trying to catch the ball with his bat. And he's able to get this one down and move the runner into scoring position just like he was asked to do.
Here's Gregory Polanco as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. One out and a runner on second base. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through into left, a base hit.
Now batting number 22, center fielder
Andrew McCutchen is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at bat. First pitch on its way. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one. Runners are at first and second with one away. And low, it's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swinging bunt to the mound. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away.
Yeah, sort of a protective swing there as he got on top of this baseball. But the net result is that at least he's able to move these other runners up 90 feet, albeit now with two outs.
Starling Marte comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And with two outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
One-0 count. Here it is. Look out. 2-0 now. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those two home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
3-0 now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
The 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
And even though you got a two-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
And you know, in this ballpark, you get guys second and third, you've got to take advantage, especially early on. These chances might not come all that often.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Lagares. He slides and makes the catch. A beautiful play to end the inning. And he's got one grateful pitcher after this one. A beautiful sliding catch for the third out. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Logan Verrett will open the inning here for the Mets with David Wright following on deck. Liriano gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And right back at it is Liriano as he gets ahead on the first pitch of the inning here. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Yeah, a lot of lefties like to throw that slider down and into right-handed hitters, especially with two strikes. He knows he's got to protect, but that's a very tough location there.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Harrison has it. Throw to first is in time to take care of Wright, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Stepping in, Neil Walker. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. His guys lead it 2-0. Joe Mauer is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Walker has it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, shortstop.
Jung Ho Gong is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in, David Freese. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're on top 2-0. Yoenis Cespedes is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And Liriano's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. In there, and it's even now. 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Lucas Duda walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano, strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you know, the big key to throw on the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Kelly Johnson as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Under it now is Marte to pull it in for out number 2.
And, you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
As Drupal Cabrera steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. A runner on first with 2 away. That evens it up 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Lifted in the air to right field. Polanco moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets strand one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Francisco Cervelli heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Hit in the air to left. Cespedes has it in his tracks. And that's the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 47, Francisco Liriano.
Now in the box, Francisco Liriano. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Here's a high pop-up. Right is there for it. 2 gone.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Josh Harrison will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Grounded weakly toward third. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Gregory Polanco strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a fastball's in there for strike one. 2 out with the man at first. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Juan Lagares will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man.
And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. The double is his 8th of the season so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
That fastball straightens him up a bit, 1-2 now.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
Hard hit ball to second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down.
Well, 2 hard hit balls here to start the inning, and this ball was hit even harder than the double was. But unlike his teammate, he's going to end up in the dugout with nothing to show for it.
Travis d'Arnaud will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. Ball 1. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, the offense for these guys has kind of been like you, Steve, all year long. Been on vacation. They didn't get much going yesterday at all. They've been shut down pretty well in this one, too. But finally, a little hope as they're on the board here with the RBI single.
David Wright is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Liriano sets, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss, strike 3 as Wright is gone for out number 2.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's Neil Walker. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and chopped out to the shortstop. Gung's got it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 5 innings complete. Bucks out in front, 2-1. Henry Mejia will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 58, Henry Mejia.
Andrew McCutchen will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Squared that one up just a little late. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Mejia's ready. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Now a swing and a miss, and McCutchen is set down for out number 1.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Starling Marte will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you got to be ready to try and turn on something.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And that is not good.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Joe Mauer will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Smoked on the ground left side. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. Or he might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Standing in now, Jung-Ho Gong, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Liner towards second. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Off the inning, Yoenis Cespedes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano, strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Hard liner toward short. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Lucas Duda steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. So that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
I got to count
1 and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
The 1 and 2 pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect, and this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Kelly Johnson is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
First and second now, one man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Where are you going here?
I'm throwing that same pitch again. Make him prove that his plate discipline is such that he can lay off it twice in a row.
Skied into straightaway right. Polanco over to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, you know as well as I do, EK, that there's a big difference between going the other way with a pitch and just flat out being late. That's why he couldn't really drive that ball to right field.
Here's Juan Lagares. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Two down, runners at first and second. And he misses with it, 1-1. takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the tying run comes around to score from second. And a relay to the plate. And they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ball game tied up as the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. Seventh inning coming up. And we are tied 2-2. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. David Freese is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Third baseman, David Freese.
Mejia's got his target. Here's the first pitch. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. The man you see here out for a second inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Two balls and 2 strikes to the former World Series MVP.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. And whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Into the box now, Francisco Cervelli. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
Well, this ball was hit pretty hard, and he's just hoping to get on base as the go-ahead run. But it kind of hangs up there a little bit too long, and it finds the outfielder's glove.
John Jaso will come on now as a pinch hitter, so that'll spell the end for Francisco Liriano.
John Jaso.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the line. And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Josh Harrison steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that misses, ball one.
Counts 1-0.
A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. This is in the air out to right. Therefore, it is Johnson to make the catch, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Archimedes Caminero will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Archimedes Caminero.
Kurt Suzuki stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Kurt Suzuki.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
A good sign here to start the home 7th. He finds a pitch to his liking there, and now the go-ahead runs on base to kick off the inning.
Alejandro De Aza will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Alejandro De Aza.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Chopped at the plate. That winds up foul for the second strike. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1 and 2 now.
And this has been his problem all night long. Just keeps going after pitches that he should be watching.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Oh, that could be the defining moment of the game right there. And he's got one more guy to get through in the inning, but that was a huge out, number 2.
Into the box now, Neil Walker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
But just a better hitter from the left-hand side, so he's got to like this matchup.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets leave 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Number 51 will come in and pitch now.
For the New York Mets, number 51.
Gregory Polanco will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. From the stretch, Andrew McCutchen comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Not close. It's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And he misses again, 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
One strike.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Joe Mauer steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Pittsburgh. Score remains 2-2. Ready now, Yoenis Cespedes. He singled his last time up. Tony Watson is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Tony Watson.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Polanco is there. He's got it one away.
The first baseman, number 21, Lucas Duda.
Lucas Duda ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike two. Still 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. This one's chopped to third. Freeze with the barehanded play. It's in time.
Oh, what a play. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's Kelly Johnson as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Smoke toward third. Freeze is there. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. A beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Addison Reed will enter now to start the 9th inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Jung Ho Gong stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Lagares, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
David Freese digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Yeah, a great sell job behind the plate, too. He sort of gently moved that glove back over an inch or two as he was catching that baseball.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Ground ball left side. Wright has it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Francisco Cervelli digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Reed's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Cespedes is after it, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
The shortstop.
Felipe Rivero will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Felipe Rivera.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Line towards center field, and it's a base hit. So there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the ninth.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Juan Lagares comes forward to hit with the winning run at first. Into the seats, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Drilled right back up the middle. Wow, a flip to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, so much for getting the winning run on base to start the inning. That's just a perfect pitch here to get the ground ball double play, and now just an out away from extra innings.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline. Backhanded. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 2-2. Matt Joyce is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames.
Matt Joyce.
And that's dead center for strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Up next for the Pirates.
Digging in, Josh Harrison. He flew out in his last at-bat. Reed sets. Here's the delivery. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. That's popped up out towards short right field. Walker onto the grass. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Gregory Polanco strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set, and the pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here it comes on 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Oh, this is a nice swing there. You can see he rifles this one just inside the chalk. Maybe he's just a little unlucky to get only a single out of it instead of 2 bases.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Hit hard up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Starling Marte stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Out of play. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Here's a line drive, and this game may not stay tied for long. That's down for extra bases. The run scores from second.
What a clutch piece of hitting right there. You get the hit, you drive in the tying run. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take a lead in this ball game, and man, is he fired up.
Joe Mauer will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Liner toward right center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 5-2.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Sean Gilmartin will be the new pitcher.
For the Mets. Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 36, Sean Gilmartin. Now playing center field and batting in the 9th spot, number 3, Curtis Granderson.
In now, Jung Ho Gong, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Three runs already home here. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Well, he just hasn't looked comfortable all night long.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Pirates 5 and the Mets 2. Neftali Feliz will get the call here an inning later than usual, as he'll try to save this one in the 10th. Leading off the inning, Curtis Granderson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
High in the air into shallow left center. Marte is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Digging in once again, David Wright. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, a rough day so far. He's already got a hat trick, so I think it would be nice just to see him put some wood on it.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
1-1, here it is. 1-2. grounded back up the middle. Throw to first is in time to take care of right, and that's the second out.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just one out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Neil Walker will step in, a ground out victim his last time. Pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Swing and a miss as Walker's in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 5-2. Good night from Flushing.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base.